always goes back to the fans. But, speaking of fans, can I be mean for a second?
You have the floor.
Listen, first and foremost, shout out to Prairie View A&M men's basketball for winning the SWAC championship and also the play-in game against Lehigh last night. It was amazing watching Coach Smith do what he does best, putting Prairie View men's basketball on the map. Now, unfortunately, he is part of the fan base that is horrendous, okay? And I am part of that alumni, but I am not a part of that fan base because just a few weeks ago in our Facebook alumni group chat, they were coming for this man's head. They wanted him fired. What was he doing? Even all the way up to the own athletic director. Didn't want that man there. And I feel like if there's anything that motivates Coach Smith, it's a chip on his shoulder. And after that, he just went on a tear, won his last 6 of 7. Now he's winning the play-in, making history, making money for SWAC, making money for Prairie View A&M. And that doesn't happen if the kids aren't bought in and if you don't have a coach as great as he is. But what's sad is the fan base is so wishy-washy and just fair weather. It's actually quite disappointing. And I went off, actually, in our Facebook group chat to let them know that they don't deserve Coach Smith. They had to extend his contract after he won the semifinal game, so they were going to be stuck with him regardless. And I said, you guys don't deserve him. I hope he leaves. I hope he wins and he leaves. I knew he was going to win. And now that he won in the play-in game, he's going to be on the market, I hope, and because we do not know how to ride for our coaches. I was a former coach at Prairie View. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to play the game. I'm just a volleyball coach, not a revenue sport coach. So if I saw you talking mess on the group chat, hey, if I see you in person and you try to smile in my face, I'm letting you know. Don't come at me with that. But being in a revenue sport, Coach Smith, someone has to play the game. But he reads it and he sees it. He actually talked to Mark Berman and commented that he saw the buzzards flying around, that they were coming for him, and now they can't. And so I'm proud that he basically said what I said. So fans, when they're there, the coaches are there, you need to support, you need to get in the stands, and you need to send money. That's it. All of that excess opinion y'all have, cut it out. Because they see it, we see it, the student athletes see it. But now, of course, since he won, everybody on the bandwagon. You know how that goes. Everybody. And I just let him know y'all don't deserve. And I really hope he goes somewhere where he's appreciated for what he has done for men's basketball, for Prairie View A&M, and putting us on the map. Fans, y'all got to know, y'all got to stop being fair weather fans. It's okay for you to be disappointed and things like that. But if it affects you to the point where you're talking all of that on social media and putting a bad name for our fans, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, it is a well-known fact how horrible our alumni are. And that's really sad. And I'm going to call y'all out about it every time. And then I had one guy go on there and he talked about my career there as a coach. And I said, listen, you can shoot the messenger, but the message remains the same. Y'all are terrible. Okay, so stop being fan weather, support your coaches, support your athletes, and go from there. But if anybody's going to come with the smoke, it's always me.